Hey, I am Tim, and I'm back in the test kitchen here at Pampered Chef. Getting dinner on the table, whether for your family on the weeknight or for your friends on the weekend, can be done in a fraction of the time with one game-changing technique: blanching and shocking. Blanching and shocking is a technique where you partially cook your vegetables in salted boiling water and then instantly stop the cooking process by shocking the vegetables in ice water. Doing this one technique can help you get dinner on the table in a fraction of the time, helps you eliminate food waste, which will save you money, and help you entertain with ease. So first things first, you've got to prepare your workstation. Blanching and shocking happens quickly, so you don't want to be running around your kitchen all the while food is boiling away in the pot. So I've got the food I'm going to prep on one side, I've got bowls for where it's going to go after I cut it, I've got my water boiling and my ice bath ready to go. You know, when I was working in restaurants, we had seconds to get dinner on the table, not minutes. And blanching and shocking was exactly how we did that. We partially cooked all of our vegetables, and then whenever the chef yelled out, "Fire on salmon, fire on chicken," we had everything ready to go. But blanching and shocking is not just for restaurants. It's perfect for families too. Because the fact is, no 2 days are alike. Maybe on Monday you do have an hour to get dinner ready, but on Tuesday you have minutes. So blanching and shocking is going to make your life so much easier. Vegetables are prepped, my water is boiling, I've got my ice bath ready to go. Everything from here on out happens quickly, so I want to be ready. The first thing I'm going to do is add a generous amount of salt. This is going to do two things. First, it's going to raise the pH level of the water itself and increase the temperature. It's also, because of that pH level change, is going to make the vegetables really bright and really green. Put your first vegetable in and just give it a little bit of a stir. You're going to notice almost instantly that the broccoli becomes much brighter green. That happens because there's actually a cell wall over your broccoli that traps in gas and keeps it kind of a dull pale green. But as soon as you put it in water, that wall breaks and all of that chlorophyll comes to the surface. In fact, an easy win: whenever you're entertaining guests and you want to have a veggie platter, put your broccoli in water for just a few seconds, then shock it in ice water. It'll still be raw, but that cell wall will be broken and your broccoli will be so bright and so beautiful. Now, broccoli takes about 2 to 3 minutes in the water. You don't want your vegetables to be completely cooked when they're in the water, because when you heat them up, whenever you're getting dinner ready, you're going to finish that cooking process, but it'll only take a few seconds. Okay, we've blanched our broccoli, and now we're going to shock it. Remember, the broccoli is not fully cooked at this point, because that's not the goal. You're going to completely cook it when you're serving it to your family. Right now, you just want to chill it as quickly as possible. So I'm putting it in this ice bath. You want the water to be as close to freezing as possible, so don't just use 1 or 2 ice cubes. You really want to get it as close to 32 degrees, so about equal parts ice and water. This will happen really quickly, so now we can take it out and dry it off. We want to get these vegetables out of the water and dry it off as quickly as possible, so the salad and berry spinner is a great, fast, but gentle way to do it. In our recipe for barbecue chicken chopped salad, we have you blanch and shock like vegetables that have the same cook time. So in that recipe, we have you blanch and shock green beans with edamame, and then after 2 minutes, we have you add zucchini and corn, because the zucchini and corn take a lot less time to cook. So if you really want to save even more time, blanch and shock vegetables that have the same cook time. But I really want to talk to you about kale, because kale is a little special. You can actually blanch kale for a lot longer than other vegetables. That's because it has fat-soluble vitamins in it and nutrients. They're different from the nutrients that you'll see in zucchini or green beans, which actually degrade when you cook them, which is what's so important about blanching and chocking, that it happens quickly. Kale, on the other hand, you can actually cook for a long time without it losing any of those nutrients. Because most people that don't like kale don't like it because it's a little chewy. When you blanch it and chock it, you can cook it until it's nice and tender. Once you've dried your vegetables, store them in an airtight container and they'll last in your fridge for 3 or 4 more days. Then, when you're ready to use them, heat them up for an easy side dish to go with a slow roasted chicken. Or serve that barbecue chicken chopped salad at your next gathering. Or heat everything up in a stir fry for those nights when you have no time to cook. Here's how it's done. Heat a pan up over medium-high heat and add your sauce. Then add whatever vegetables you have blanched and chocked. Toss in some noodles. Then warm it all up together and dinner's done. You've got this. It may not be glamorous, but blanching and chocking is one of those techniques that is going to save you time, money, and even help you eliminate food waste. So make your next gathering a little bit easier, make your weeknight meals so much faster, and make your food last a little longer by putting this technique to use. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and check out the rest of our videos. Thank you so much for watching.